Well, good morning. I'm just making this video just before I go to work. It's about 20 minutes of 3, and this will be one of the last few videos I do on this computer, and then I'm going to be shutting it down and transferring everything over to my new one. So you'll be seeing me broadcasting from a new laptop. One of the things that I did yesterday, I went to work for about 5.5 hours or so, almost 6 hours. Got called in early in the morning. Some people didn't show up, so they had to call some people in, which didn't mind too much. It gave me another $50, $60. But one of the things that interested me most was a conversation I had with one of the other employees about the job situation, because I know that he's interested in finding something better to do that pays a little more. And he said there just isn't anything around that he can do. He said it's not possible, not very much variety. So he said whatever he has right now he's got to hold on to. And to me, that means that it's the same story everywhere. When they talk about the recovery and progress, I doubt very much if they are telling the truth at all. This guy has to hold on to a low-end job like this, which I have to admit, it's not hard to work for these guys. I mean, if you have a hard time working for people like Justin and Jerry and Ken and others there, then you've got a real problem. But it's not the kind of job you'd want to have for 20 or 30 years and claim it was a career. But, it's what you have to have. You do what you have to do. A friend of mine out in Utah is losing his funding for his PhD program in January. He's going to have to do something, find something to do, which is not a good thing for him. However, he's in a better position than I would be, being as he does have his master's degree. But he's still going to have to struggle to try to find something to make ends meet, make payments, all that kind of stuff. People make the best deals that they can with relatives, with friends, to try to get by, and that's how things are going. Now, if you want to call that an economic recovery, fine, but it really isn't, folks. What it is, it's a slow but steady turning down the volume on an economy that may very well be dying out. That's on the negative side. On the better side, that means there are opportunities to get by without government surveillance and government picking away at you and government looking in on you, because they're more concerned about the top 0.5% and how to curry and pet them than they are worried about what I do on the side. So it's got two sides to it, just like anything else. You have to pick the side on which you want to exist and think of it that way. Other than that, I don't have much more to say this morning. I want to take the positive view. In this case, I think that the only thing I would like to do is get out of this state. Maryland's unemployment insurance fund is going to run out, and they're going to have to raise taxes to fill it back up. That's not going to be a good thing. The Democratic Party in this state has banked on the voter bloc of the poor and minorities, which they need to make sure that they're constantly doing something for to keep that voting bloc alive. So there's only one way to do that, and that's raise taxes and bring in some more money. Now, they do have an advantage in that there's a lot of federal dollars brought into this area, some retirement dollars, and some paychecks, federal paychecks, contractor paychecks, things like that. But that can dry up very quickly. I guarantee you it can. And it's not possible. It's possible that you can see an end to that. Then what do we do? I mean, you got to have money to run these things, and that's all the way it is. Well, we went through all of this discussion, and realized in the end that there was nothing we could do about these problems. We can only look after ourselves, do what we can for others, and keep getting up every day on the right side of the dirt and moving on.